The killers go, don't let your mother know. Don't go out tonight, don't even try to fight. Cause I can see, I got the thing you need. And I'm here to say, it's gonna be that way. Don't try to run, don't try to scream. Believe me, the hammer's gonna smash your dreams. I'm in your life, just might be in your wife. Could be behind your back, I might be on your track. And it might be true, I might be on to you. I'll say you have to death, I'll take away your breath. Don't try to see, don't you try to hide. Believe me, the hammer's gonna make you die. Ain't that right? There ain't no way you'll see another day. I'm shooting out your light, bring you eternal night. And your eternal tricks begin to make me sick. The only thing I know is that you got to go. Don't you panic, babe. Don't look around. Believe me, the hammer's gonna bring you down.
And now for your weekly dose of metal. Here are your hosts, Morgan Danielle and Luke O'Blaze on The Metal Experience.
I'm not built to suffer. This is Dave on the Metal Experience, and I play drums in the band Alethea. And not only do we make orgasms out of your ears, we make good friends too. I'm gonna introduce you to my bandmates right over here. I'm Jake.
I'm Jake.
I'm Zach. And that's the sound of you coming.
Woo! All right, so we just heard a tribute to some Motorhead. Heard the Hammer.
Kushner's favorite.
Kushner's favorite.
Kushner's pick.
Kushner's pick. And then the other two opening tracks after that, we heard Thanks to Tony of Midwest Music Support. The first track we heard Escape Plan by Erase the Skyline. And the other track was Victims by Epinepic. Effin Epic. I said that backwards.
Epic.
Like a big dummy head. And then both of those from Tony's sent in were they're going to be playing a show January 16th at Penny Road Pub in Barrington, Illinois. It's called the Winter Core Show. $7 at the door, 21 and up. Also with Alethea and Dark Entropy. Woo! And we've had both of those bands. We've had Alethea and Dark Entropy on the show, and both those bands kick ass.
Chico.
But tonight we got, let me introduce myself. I am Luco Blaze, and I am here with Morgan Danielle doing the soundboard.
Try it again. That's not my name.
Morgan Daniel.
Nope.
And she is at the soundboard right now.
What's your calendar name, Morgan Daniels?
We don't have any
we love you,
sound
Morgan.
guys.
Yeah.
Morgan Danielle.
We've lost all of our... We have 4 sound guys. You know how many show up? 0. So Morgan's like, fuck it, I'm doing it myself. But anyway.
Joe said he would be back as of next year.
Well, we got...
That's only 3 days away.
Yeah.
We got with us tonight, all the way from Chicago, the Chicago Metal Alliance. Woo! Woo!
Hello.
What is this, your 4th time coming on?
It's only my second.
Yeah, this is my 3rd. I came on when I was filling in with that band on drums.
Is
That
this really
Wolves
3rd?
band.
We're going to have to look back into the...
I think it's...
Yeah, this is
I
CMA's
think-
2nd time on here.
No.
We just crash your guys all the time. And
Yeah,
call
that's
in
true.
we
I'm
like to
probably
buy
getting
you pizza.
confused
Yeah.
with you guys
Yeah.
crashing our set.
And they're
Pizza party.
so good. Thank you guys so much. We love you guys so much. We had a couple more guests that we were going to have on tonight, and unfortunately they couldn't make it due to scheduling conflicts. But whatever, we're here with the CMA,
It's all good.
That's what we're going to rock
Wrapping
out
up
to.
2015.
Wrapping
Yes.
up 2015,
And
a year in review.
wrapping it up with our oldest friends in the scene.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's
dude.
true.
Very
It's a good
true.
way to
Awesome.
end the year. So go ahead and introduce who's
Introduce
here.
yourselves. Who's all with us tonight?
Go ahead, dude.
Not it.
I'm 1, 2, 3.
Hey, Mr. MC fucking
I'm
talk.
Randy. I'm the face only a mother can love. Randy, I do love your mother. The Kushner. 1/3 of the Chicago Metal Alliance. The
4th.
The 1/3, 1/4,
1/4.
1/4.
Gotta include Greg.
I forget
Greg
about
Master.
that.
Greg's double dipping.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, no, Greg's very silent. He doesn't like to be pictured or known or. So
It's okay. He made it on our
So,
Christmas
anyways, this
card.
fat
half
bastard
naked.
over here.
All right, now I'm Rob. I'm just Rob.
All right. I'm Holly. I am also one part of the Chicago Metal Alliance, and I deal with these knuckleheads all fucking day long. It's wonderful.
Poor lady.
And I also am in a band called Hot Dang. So
Hot dang.
And then tonight, Greg will be showing up. He will be here a little late, but he will be here. So Greg is also a member of the CMA, and he's also our webmaster. We call him Greg Master,
Greg,
and we love that guy. If you're on your way, I hope you know we have your charger. I'm holding it for ransom. One kiss. So
That boy lives at 4 different houses, mine being one of them.
that guy's all over the place. He crazy.
Is one of them Dunkin' Donuts?
Yeah.
yes,
You know how
he
much?
lives in the basement.
I tell you what, there's one nice thing about
Dunkin'
having a
Donuts.
friend at Dunkin' Donuts. I
Free
never,
coffee every
I
morning?
never worry about having coffee at my house.
So here's a funny story. So we're doing our last calendar shoot with Siobhan, and we did it in the front room, which is where Greg lives at Randy's house. And we took everything from the whole front room and put it all on one side. So we cleared out everything. He came home and he was fucking pissed off because he couldn't find none of his clothes. Everything was buried. Everything was moved. There's no lamp in there, so he can't see at night. So he goes to mine and our place, and I get home because he's got keys. I get home like 2 hours after him. Everything in my bedroom is fucking moved. He put my TV on the fucking sink. He took my TV out of my room and put it on the sink. He put my garbage can on my bed, put all my blankets in my closet. Like, he fucked up my whole room.
I could only imagine how he sounded doing it. Like, he was probably mumbling himself, "You goddamn motherfucker."
He was. Because I walked in and we were supposed to be finally...
Fuck you, Rob.
I want to move my stuff. Want to move my stuff.
So I walk in and he's like got this big smile on his face. I'm like, what the fuck? So I go in my room because I got some company coming over. We're supposed to edit the calendar and I'm supposed to hang out with my company. And
Company,
so,
yeah, that's what you want to call it.
Sounds like a wow.
So I'm supposed to
what
have
they calling
company
it
coming over,
nowadays?
and I walk in my bedroom and I'm like, holy shit!
Now when you expected to come home too.
I was like, what the fuck happened? What? I go out. I was like, what happened to my bedroom? I didn't know if it was a fucking prank from Holly or what. And he's like, see how you like it, you rotten motherfucker.
Yeah, I came in. He had a stack of shit in my computer chair. I turned my computer on. My screen was
That's why
flipped
you got
upside
used
down. I was like, he lucky he wasn't there when I got there because I wouldn't have been as nice as Rob. I'll tell you what.
I was just trying to clean up. I was like, fuck, I got company coming over.
The computer screen itself wasn't flipped upside down, just the screen. Like how the image,
orientation.
the image
the
was.
image.
Yeah,
He did that one time. We were working on the website, and he did that, and he was like, "Oh shit, I don't know how to flip this back." What the fuck, Greg? We got like a couple more hours worth of work to do. That fucking guy.
Yeah, he thought he was fucking funny. I told him, hey, pay some rent and you can fucking tell me what to do in my front room.
Oh, dude, but we did. We fucked
Yeah,
that room
it's
up.
still fucked.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't gotta go in there.
So tell us a little bit about what this year's.
Yeah, give us a quick
Been
year
for
in
you guys.
review.
God, this year's been dead. We haven't done shit.
Yeah, we
We haven't.
no, we kind of took a break. Randy got sick in the beginning of the year, emphysema and
COPD and
testicular shrinkage.
yeah, epic testicular shrinkage, by the way. So
Brutal.
rectal running, all that.
Oh
Kind of
my goodness.
like it was your vajayjay,
Like a waterfall.
like
So-
just a waterfall. I mean,
So basically, he got a little sick, and I wanted to start playing music again. And we'd had a real hard 3-year run in the scene, and just
Hard as a
needed
rock.
break. Yeah, we went hard.
we needed a break, man.
Yeah.
I mean, my health was, with me working and just my health in general, I was just getting like I'm really in it. My heart wasn't just not in it no more.
getting a
you know?
little
But
burnt out.
It's back now, though.
Yeah,
It's back.
no shows. I didn't go to any shows hardly. I wasn't, I was working. And then I got laid off, and now I'm really now doing back to 4 or 5 shows a week. God, I've missed it.
Yeah. So we worked on the calendar all year.
I mean, I've been
Ended
going to
up-
shows.
Yeah. Holly's
Queens of Metal.
Queen's Medal.
Fuck
That was
yeah.
one of our highlights.
Which we were at. We gave away a ton of free.
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah, we brought
Yes.
up Black Plague.
Yeah.
That was sweet.
Awesome.
They were
It was a really
awesome.
good
They
show.
were really, really good.
It was a really good
They're
show.
really cool people
But
too.
we do have some a tidbit of information for you fellas and
What?
ladies and gentlemen that
Say what?
we're keeping this under our hats for the last
Is that why you took off your
few
hat?
months. Yeah, I had to let the beast fly.
Uh-oh.
Rob,
Hey, you're the man.
This
you
is
can,
our
you can
baby, man.
Spill it.
All right, we got a
What?
date. We have a date for the Metal Fest, the Chicago Metal Fest, the first true Chicago Metal Fest coming up May 21st at Star Bar, formerly
Nice.
Bobby McGee's.
Two
So
stages, 25 bands.
We're,
Wow.
what?
All-
Yeah, we're doing
all
it. Man. It's
local.
gonna fucking happen.
Real
so-
quick, what was the date again?
May 21st,
I like-
Saturday, May 21st.
Oh, you ruined it. I like to play this game where when people announce a date, I go, Morgan, what's that day? What's the day of that week? And she fucking knows it.
Well,
It's
see, that's the
crazy.
thing with the CMA. Usually you can tell what they are just because we pretty much only do shows on Saturdays.
okay. Well, you know what, Morgan?
So I'm sorry.
It's a Saturday.
Yeah, I got that.
But
Oh, wait,
I'm
Morgan,
sorry, it was Saturday.
what
May
day
21st?
is May 28th?
May 28th would be a Saturday. Because
I just wanted to see your face. You look up this.
She does that. Hold on.
I gotta think
Um,
about it. I got a visual. I have, when you say that, a calendar comes in front of my eyes and I have to count days.
Morgan, what
naked
Your
women on it.
eyes and
what day of the week
concentrate.
is October 3rd?
October 3rd this year's a Friday?
Is that? Can
Can we
someone?
confirm
You're on a.
that?
Is that a Friday, October 3rd?
I'm gonna find
Dude,
out.
that's some fucking psycho shit.
Yeah.
If that. See,
Got the psycho
I don't know how she knows
sparkle.
that. I don't even know what today is. And we've been doing the show for 5
Oh,
years.
it's
4
not.
years.
I'm wrong. It's a Monday.
Oh,
Meh,
failure.
meh.
All right.
Got to take a shot.
Boom.
Oh, sure. Look at, oh, she's going over there.
How, you know,
It's okay.
You've let me down.
You
You've
know
let me
what?
down for the first time for the last time.
For the
Broke
first time,
his-
for the last
His
time.
little heart, his little
Get
little
your ass
heart.
out.
Hey, go sit in the corner for a little
So,
bit.
so
Now you know how she feels.
Yeah, yeah.
let down every time.
All the time.
Oh, man.
So yeah, so we're looking at 24, 25 bands, all local. Even the signed bands are local.
What?
So we've got, I think we're looking at 3 or 4 pretty big headliners. that-
Any-
We're not gonna.
Anything set in stone.
No band set in stone.
No, we
Zero
got
bands.
we have probably 10 of the local non-signed non-headliners.
Can those be announced?
No,
No.
We'll,
just because there's contracts that have to be signed first.
Yeah.
Contracts doing
Yeah.
stuff like that.
They gotta be
Yeah.
official about it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Check
because
it
there's
out.
Taking things up a notch.
We got
yeah,
the, like I said, we got the date and we got the venue, and that's the most important thing.
yeah. Trick Drums looks like is gonna, and Guitar Center is gonna sponsor and provide a shit ton of equipment. Yes, and so we're looking at some pretty big headliners. I really, really wish I could. Victory
okay,
Records, give you a hint. Or,
The suspense will just have
yeah.
to
So-
brew for a little bit.
So now that we've been talking about this big show, why don't we play a track from a band that the CMA really enjoys listening to?
Air Raid.
We're gonna do some Air Raid. What song?
Tears of shit.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Suffering, constipated, I cannot stand this any longer. As I sit here on the job, nothing happens and my pain is growing. I begin to cry. Eventually I weep. But my tears, they smell funny. Tears stream down my face. But these tears are brown and gray. And crying tears of shit. And crying tears of shit.
This is Frankie from the Bloodline, and you're listening to the Metal Experience with Greg Valentine.
I feel
All
much
right.
better now.
We just heard some Air Raid, Tears of Shit. My name is Luco Blaze, and people don't ask me this, but I like to say it anyway. That is my real middle name. I wasn't, that's not like a douchey name I made up for the radio show. That's really my middle name. And I'm here with Morgan Danielle.
Got the
I just-
tattoo to prove it.
I got the tattoo to prove it.
I
And,
gotta bring that up
tramp
every
stamp.
time I come. You know
Yep.
that.
That's
Hell
a
yeah.
tramp stamp, right?
No.
and
Nope.
It's right above his pee-pee.
it's the dick
You would
strap.
know.
You want to see it? I thought you saw it already.
So,
Up close.
jeez.
This chick thinks
Morgan
he's got
Danielle.
jokes. He ain't got no jokes.
Rocking the board. We are here with the CMA. We just played a track, Air Raid, Tears of Shit. Friends of all of ours that have been on the show before. They were in the Sweeper that you guys had made for us to do the local roundup, and then Morgan kind of stopped doing that or something. I
I'm
don't know.
working on
She's
it.
working on it. She's trying to revamp it. But yeah, we're here with the Chicago Metal Alliance. No Greg Master yet. He's still. Is
He
he on
needs
his
to
way?
appear.
Still making the donuts.
He's
Goddamn
still
son
making
of a bitch.
donuts.
Yeah, he's short on magic right now.
That man. A funny story about Greg, really quick. When you brought up one, I was like, oh, I got this story about Greg. So Greg gives me this phone number. Like, hey, Greg always calls from random numbers, right?
Yes, yes.
So I call this number that he called me from or something. I can't remember. I'm a little drunk. And it's like Dunkin' Donuts. I'm like, oh, I'm calling for Greg? Like, there's no Greg
Oh,
here.
Greg not here.
Oh, shit. Sorry. Never mind then.
And
It's
then
so awkward. Like, thanks for putting me in that situation, Greg, you dick.
Yes.
That's my Greg story.
Does he ever call you and talk Hindi to you?
He has not.
No.
I'm
He's
kinda
always talking to
disappointed.
his bosses in their native tongue of Hindi.
Jeez. Does he really?
Yeah.
He
How
talks
do they
to
not
them?
fire him for
He-
being insulting?
Oh my God, you should hear
That's
him.
awful.
We went in the 7-Eleven one time, and he's talking to this guy and saying shit, and like him and this guy are just laughing. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I don't even understand what the fuck he's saying.
Oh,
Wait,
is
so
he
these people
learning?
think it's funny that he
Yeah,
speaks
'cause
like
he's
this?
calling them like Uncle something in Hindi.
Is he-
He's talking Hindi.
He's learning their language.
Yeah, he's
learning the
learning-
language.
yes.
That's funny. Greg is so smart, but at the same time,
He's dumb as a box
he's
of rocks.
dumb as shit, and I love him so much.
Fucking good dude.
He's my computer
That's
guy.
insane.
So-
That's insane. Leave it to Greg to just
So smart.
try to be making fun of people, but
Hey.
they find it hilarious because he's so dorky.
You impersonation of Randy?
No, but we'll ask him to do it when he gets here. Yeah, I have.
does.
Not all the listeners have though.
Oh, I have heard that. I have heard his impersonation of you.
think I need a cigarette.
yeah, I do a pretty good impersonation of Greg too.
I'd love to hear it.
Randy, please stop hitting me. Don't hit me anymore.
Greg also.
No, please.
What was the song he was
Have
singing?
mercy.
Don't
Huh?
you have video of him singing some song?
I do. I'll show it to you. It's on Instagram. It's him singing. I don't even know.
What's going
Let
on?
me. You know what? I can do it off my phone into the microphone. Let's do it that way. He's ridiculous. And
have-
he's pissed that this video's up. But I was like, dude, you started this. This
I
is-
have video of him air drumming in the car. I'm driving, and I see him doing it, and I just pick up my phone. I start videoing it while I'm driving, and he's air drumming to like approaching gun. Oh my God.
That's Greg.
That's Greg.
You totally got to send me that.
It's on Instagram. I can't send it.
That's fucking awesome.
I will get Instagram just to have that.
So Greg, so we're broadcasting out of Fitz's Lanes in Elmhurst.
Fitz's spare
Fitz's
keys.
spare keys, and Greg is just back here, just belting that out. It was too funny. That man.
I think we have Holly to blame for that, because weren't you playing it one time, and then all of a sudden he played it for like a week straight? You know what? He put that on a 7-hour loop.
Yeah, he told us about that.
That's why I was like, something triggered. It wasn't Holly. I walk in the house,
It
and
was
that
Greg.
song is on a 7-hour loop.
And I think it was
And I'm
playing.
like, what the fuck?
It was playing in the background here one night. Right. This was right after.
Our day's end.
But wasn't it a like a He-Man video or something came out where that was playing in the background? Something, I don't know. But that's what Greg, I don't know. That guy's crazy. He
But-
crazy.
I walk in the house, and like the third song plays in a row. I'm like, what the fuck? Who keeps playing that fucking song? And I walk in the front room, and it's on the fucking YouTube. It says 7-hour loop of whatever the name of that song is. And I'm like, who the fuck would do that? I'm like, Greg,
Only Greg.
And he left?
Yeah, he left. So he set it at a 7-hour loop and then left. And I was just like,
Yep.
what the fuck? Like I didn't understand.
Greg. Were you home?
No.
Oh my
No.
goodness.
Fuck
He's
no.
just like, this is for rearranging my shit one time, you asshole.
Vengeance is sweet.
So you didn't go to many shows this year, but what were some of the highlight shows that you attended or performed in?
What were the memorable ones? Before that, Rob, you said you were also jamming with a band this year. You
Yeah,
still jamming
jammed
with the band?
A little bit, not as much as I'd like to be.
Tell me.
but-
Tell me. One
Just,
time. Tell me. I want to know.
Ex guitar player from Holy shit! Not Dark Entropy. I can't think of their fucking name.
It's alright, you can tell me. I'm a
What's
volunteer
the name of
firefighter.
the What's the name of the band that Rob Petto's in?
Oh,
Central
Central
Disorder.
Disorder.
Central
So
Disorder.
I'm jamming with the ex guitar player for Central Disorder, two ex guitar players for Central Disorder, and the current singer of Hot Dang.
What?
And then
Yeah, that's what's up.
What's the
and then-
name of the band?
oh, no name yet.
No
Just a
name
jam band now.
Just jamming right now.
Alright.
Writing stuff and gotta get my chops back. I fucking suck.
Oh, that's no
I
good.
suck really bad.
You got that
The electric set?
drum? Yeah. What's going on with that guy?
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
Not the same.
not the same since Greg put his head into it.
It's not the same since Greg jammed on it.
See, it's like for Randy if he's watching Cinemax or Pornhub.
It's that
So
kind of a-
so Pornhub is real drums.
Yeah.
And then Cinemax is
I hear ya.
It's not the real thing.
I hear you. It's the softcore. It's the yeah, it's the
Just not
softcore.
the
It's the
Bow,
Cineporn.
chicka, wow, wow.
Like
Chicka,
I don't
wow,
think
wow.
Randy get it up for
Chicka, wow, wow.
Cinemax.
Not anymore.
He
Not anymore.
he likes watching chicks
Back
fuck
in-
chicks with the
Big schlongs. Like monsters.
he's like dude, you never seen
like going fishing.
chick with big tits and a real dick.
Yeah. Well,
Jesus.
I'm on this Gmail thing right now.
Oh my goodness.
My God.
Feel like I'm in Bangkok
Hey,
again.
everyone's got to have their thing.
Hey.
That's just Randy's.
Yeah, I just about had
Hey,
that
we
a
don't
couple
judge.
days ago. I was like, what
We don't
the
judge here at the
fuck?
metal. We don't judge here at the
I
metal
wouldn't give a
experience.
fuck if you did.
To each their own is what I say.
So for people that don't know, take us back a little bit. How did everybody meet in the CMA, and what was your
how did it
goals when
form?
you started?
How did it come about?
Well,
3 words: Mike's Love and Music.
yeah,
Boom.
pretty much.
Well, that's
Well,
where Holly came in the picture.
Yeah, that's where I met these guys and started helping out, like making flyers and taking pictures and just kind of helping them out with whatever they needed.
She stepped in and just
Kinda helped us
Beating
out.
Randy's
We-
ass.
I met,
Beating his
actually,
arse.
but I met Rob at my first show ever in the city of Chicago at Mike's Love and Music. I was there with a mutual friend, and
But that was like a year before we even started.
yeah, that was
running
like a year
Mike's Love
before
Music.
we even thought about the CMA or the Alliance or anything. But me and him were talking outside, and I happened to mention I was a mechanic, and he happened to have a really old car.
Yeah, I had a
My car needs fixing.
'86 Monte Carlo.
Right. So
and,
one day, one Christmas
Eve.
Christmas Eve, I was sitting in a house with no running water, and I was in it, man, and I got a phone call.
My ex-wife's like, call up that guy Randy, because I broke down at my starter blew on Christmas Eve at my work, and here in Elmhurst, and I lived on the south side of Chicago then, so I had no way of getting home. She's like, call that guy Randy, see if he'll come fix it. Call him up. Hey, you remember me? Yeah, what's going on?
Are you busy?
You busy?
No, not really.
And he told me a situation. And I was like, come fix my car. I'll get you a hot shower here at my work. And
Does it?
the washed all his clothes there at my work. He fixed my car while we washed his clothes and took a shower.
So
Wait,
what were you doing?
what clothes
naked?
was he wearing when he did this?
No,
Did you
he
send
had
him
like a
naked in
bag,
the
he had
snow?
a bag of clothes that hadn't been washed.
Okay.
Just a sock on his schlong.
Yeah,
Put it this way, it took longer to do the laundry than it did for me to fix the car.
yeah.
And then I fixed the window too on the old lady's
Hey, your
car.
window's fucked up too. Let me fix that.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said this window don't go up. Oh, I'll fix that.
Yep. Fixed
Pulled
it.
the panel off, pulled it up, fixed it.
Shot a
Perfect.
Boom.
Got some
So,
food.
Bada
so
bang, bada boom.
some time goes by. We're friends. We chat on Facebook once in a while. I see him every day out at a fucking show. The man does not work. The man does not have running water. Every fucking day he's out at Cobra Lounge or at a fucking show. And like just some time goes by, and we're acquaintances.
Another car, another
Yeah.
vehicle emergency.
Yep. Yep. So he takes care, and then I think we started going to concerts together because then we hung out. We went to Motorhead. Holy fuck! It was Motorhead where you had like a pound of fucking shrooms in your jacket.
Oh my God.
and then we couldn't find you after the show. We're like, did he get arrested? What happened? 3 days later, he finally pops up. Oh, dude, I went roadie for Scott Davidson.
Yeah, he had a gig. He was going to Nightcap after the Motorhead show. So I'm like, hey, Scott, you got a gig at Nightcap? He's like, yeah. I said, take me with you. So I went with him. And I lived right there on the north side at the time. I was staying with a buddy on Six Corners. So I got a ride from him.
Dude.
And it was a good Motorhead show, man.
Dude,
Sold an ounce of shrooms. I made a whole bunch of money. I mean, it was great. I had no.
Thank you, Lemmy.
That's
Better than-
crazy. So my first big concert going with you was
Was
at
Motorhead.
Motorhead.
There's
My
the
first,
Lemmy.
my first concert ever to Lemmy. Yes.
Lemmy.
Salami.
So my first concert ever was Black Sabbath, Motorhead, and Morbid Angel in 1996. I want to say.
Who
That
was
my
that? It was
first-
Motorhead, Black Label, and
No, Black Sabbath.
No,
I
at the-
just said it was.
no at the Motorhead show
Oh,
that we were
yeah,
at.
Black Label, Motorhead. Oh, dude. I
Clutch.
don't- Clutch. Yes. Yes. No, I'm talking about my show. I was in high school. My very first concert.
What
But
was
yeah.
your very first concert?
Black Sabbath with the singer that nobody knows, Tony Martin,
Okay.
Motorhead, and Morbid Angel at the Riviera Theater. So some time goes by, and then
He was in the car one day, and he's like, "Why aren't you promoting?" I'm like, I don't know how to do this. You know, I just like to go to the shows. I just like seeing bands. You know.
and we started something, and we let it sit there for a few months, and it just sat there. We didn't do nothing with it. We had the idea, and then I got fucked over by a promoter. I got fucked over by two promoters, but one ruined my marriage, and so I kind of set it
That's
out.
when we ran into you guys.
Yeah,
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 it
and
was.
actually that shows where we started Chicago Meadowlands
Which
because we
show?
were just
The one
that-
at the
that one at
Viaduct.
the Viaduct.
One
When I
that the
was
PA
really, really
never
drunk.
showed up
Oh my
at,
God, you
and
were
it was a
so
mess. And
drunk.
Randy had no idea how to run stages. He was
I
just
didn't
doing his
know.
best to try to get
Yeah.
people, and
Just
there was
that-
fear in his eyes, and he was so drunk he didn't know what to
Well,
do. And I was
Because
like,
that
"It's
was all
okay,
dumped on
Randy."
us. We were just supposed to be sponsors there. We were just supposed to show up and have a good time, and that's what we were gonna do with the CMA.
Yeah, I
we
brought a
weren't gonna
couple
book
bands,
shows.
and that was it.
We weren't gonna do any of that shit. And then we discovered at that show that we were actually really good at doing shows because we had fixed that on the fly. Like you guys saw.
And what was
Yeah.
funny was Randy was so drunk. She's
was.
like, "I'm not supposed to be doing this. I just came out to party." and Randy was so drunk, his fucking like pants are falling down the whole time, and he's like trying to coordinate this stuff.
Yep, and then I came in.
I just came in to party. I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, and you were having troubles with the lady at that time.
You were all obsessed with El Diablo.
Oh
my boys,
God.
man. I still talk to Nick almost all the time, man. He was a.
They were the only band that were not easy to work with.
Yeah,
Like,
they were-
every other band did what you needed, and they were just rock stars.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? That was the first time we heard
Blank Standard.
Blank Standard.
Yeah,
They were fucking awesome.
Yeah, we all met-
Strongman played
Strongman
that show
played that too,
They
yeah.
closed that night out, and they were
Yeah,
fucking
and
awesome.
some guy played in his boxers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
we met
remember
a-
all that.
We met a bunch of good bands that night. Because I know we had the idea of renting that whole place out again because there was a room next door, that big, with the baseball stadium seating.
Can I make a correction? It wasn't Strongman. It was 8-String Madness.
Oh, yes.
Or 8-String Madness.
How did you guys get involved with that show?
They were on it before I even
You
got
know,
on it.
I can't
And how'd you
remember
get
the
that
name of
guy,
the
Chris
promoter.
Johnson?
Yeah, Chris
Yes.
Johnson.
He had hit me up because the radio show had been going on
The running
for
back?
like
from
6
815?
months.
No, he's the running
no,
back
no,
from
no,
the
no.
Arizona
Different guy?
Cardinals.
Different Chris Johnson.
Okay.
Chris
No,
Johnson from
yeah.
Waukegan, not from
Oh.
Rockford.
I don't
Okay,
even know how he
gotcha.
had found me. I think he was
Yeah.
listening to the radio show and was interested. That's all I remember. I just remember getting messages from him. I was like, yeah, we'll help. And I had no idea what was going to be involved. I was like, okay, so I just show up here and I just,
So yeah, we,
I don't know what to
we
do.
sponsored. We handed out free stuff, and
I don't even remember
that's-
what we had to hand out back then.
Oh,
You
but
guys,
you guys
were,
had a
man, you guys
table.
were just like.
Did we really have a table by then?
Yeah.
You guys
Holy
had a table.
shit. We had a table that far into it? All
Because
I
when I was
remember-
walking back and forth in and out of the room because we were trying to get all the bands, I just remember every time I walked by, I was like, "There's those people from the Metal Experience. I bet they think we're a bunch of fucking assholes."
I had no idea who anybody was. I was just kind
Yeah.
of sitting there going, what is happening right now? What
What
do I
that our
do?
second? Was that the second show we ever sponsored?
No, yeah, that was the second because the first one was at Mike's Love and Music.
First show we ever sponsored was Mike's, and we didn't know what we were doing. So it's like we told everyone's like, "Hey
We
guys."
announced the bands though.
We announced the bands, and we're like, we have free CDs and stuff
oh
and
my
stickers
god,
in
that's
the
how
back.
far back we started doing that.
And
Whoa.
we were like, come over and grab it. It's all free. and no one came over and grabbed anything. So, like, me and Morgan, this was the first show we ever saw, so we're like, should we just start passing stuff out?
We did.
Yeah.
So we
I
literally
shoved it in
started
people's faces.
passing
It was
CDs.
like, here you go. You like this? Here you
They're
go.
all sitting at the
Eat
bar,
it.
and we just walked up like, hey, here's a CD, and we just started handing them out to people because no one would take the free CDs we were trying to hand out for bands.
And what was awesome was Reaping
Asmodea.
Asmodea was down from Minnesota, and they literally sat in their van and they burned us a bunch of CDs for us to take with us
Yeah, which was sweet.
because they really liked
And
us
they
too.
just recently got signed
To Prosthetic Records. 5
to
years later,
Prosthetic
this year,
Records.
That's
I'm
And,
so happy for those guys.
They were the first. They were on the first sponsored show we ever did.
Yeah.
We've had them. We haven't had them physically in studio, but we've had a couple of phone interviews with them. They're awesome guys. We always try and make it out to every show they play. Obviously, supporting a band from Minnesota, you don't get too much love when you're coming out, growing
Minnesota.
up. So
Yeah.
when you're coming up, so yeah, every time we try and definitely make it out to them when they come out from Minnesota. We've seen them a couple times. Awesome guys, awesome music, and check them out. They got a sweet music video up for.
Bodies, and then there's another video
Bodies.
coming out that they're showing behind the scenes
Oh
of.
shit! Reaping
Actually, I
Asmodea.
think they made another one for one of the songs when they were on tour.
What? Say what?
I think so.
So yeah. Sorry, we just went off on a little tangent
No.
there, but
No, it
bringing
was-
back memories, like, oh shit, I remember
Yeah.
that show. Randy was so drunk.
Because that was our very first show, and I remember leaving there like the only two people I like were those two people from the Metal Experience.
Yeah.
'Cause everyone else, I was
Hey,
like,
I like you
hate
too.
And yeah, and then what? We started running Mike's Love Music. What, 3 or 4 months later? I think?
Yeah. Something like that.
And then my first band had a show there.
Yeah, she played
Cinco
on
de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo. I was their sound
I
guy.
had a sombrero.
Was that the name of
Ooh.
your band, or you played on Cinco de Mayo?
No, I played on Cinco de
Oh,
Mayo.
okay.
The name of the band was called Into the Inferno.
Oh, I did hear things about Into the Inferno back in the day. I remember announcing shows for you guys back in the day.
Say what?
That's what's up.
Motherfucker hooking people
I
up
do
on
remember
the
that.
regs.
Into the Inferno.
Well, speaking of music, why don't we play another track, and we'll get back. We got a lot more music to play, and we got a lot more stories to tell.
Oh, God.
Look at that cool guy walking by. What up,
All
son?
right.
But what do you guys want to play next? And
We
sorry
have
if I cut anyone
Armored
off.
Assault.
But we got
I'm
Armored
gonna
Assault.
Armored Assault. What
Hell
track
I
are
just
you gonna play?
I just caught those guys a couple weeks back at Cobra Lounge with Necro
Hey,
Goblicon.
that was a highlight of the year. We did their CD release show.
Yeah, we
Oh,
did a
yeah?
few
That's why
things.
I like that song, "Blood of the Slaves," or is it? Yeah,
Blood of the Slaves, yeah.
yeah, badass song. But we did their CD release show. That was one of the highlights of our year.
Yeah.
And we were,
We were
on
on
the
that
track
CD,
called
son.
The Beast
Call the Beast.
and
that's
Sewing
great.
Circle Pit.
We were on both those tracks doing gang
It was
vocals.
sweet.
That was a fucking awesome night. We'll talk more about that when we come back. But what was the track we're gonna play?
Blood of the Slaves.
Check out Andy.
Try to
Justin, the vocalist.
I am Corey. I also play guitar.
We are Survivalists.
You're on the Metal Experience.
And we are back. I am Morgan Danielle with my other host, Luco Blaze. And we just heard Blood of the Slave by our good friends in Armored Assault off their album Call the Beast,
Yes.
which we were featured on a couple tracks doing some gang vocals with a bunch of other local musicians and friends of ours. And we are here wrapping up 2015 with our great friends in the Chicago Metal Alliance who we've known almost since the beginning of time. And
We were there when you guys joined forces.
we were there when you were born.
Not that far.
And
look at little Randy.
Oh, Randy was pretty
Someone give
sloppy
him a
messy
beer.
that night.
Fucking hatched. What are you talking about?
So what were some of your favorite albums that got released this year?
I'd say that Armored Assault, that was probably my favorite that came out this year.
Call the Beast?
Yeah.
Didn't that get released last November?
Was that?
Yeah,
That was
What?
last year.
Come on, Rob.
Really?
Come
Yeah,
on,
they've
son.
been on it
Somebody-
for
I
a
thought
year.
that was in fucking
No,
February.
that was last year.
Come on,
Holy
son.
shit. Then I don't.
They might have had their CD release show in February, but they released that in November.
When did we do
last
their CD
year.
release show?
I don't know.
That was, man, that was.
That was
Last
this year.
last
I thought.
November.
Was it? That was a cold.
That was Exit.
No, that was
It was
Livewire.
supposed to be at Exit, but
Yeah,
they
that was Livewire. That was
No,
yeah,
that
that was
was
like a
Speed
year
Freak.
ago, dude.
Because I got them to beat him up with the CD.
what?
Nice.
That was a year ago, dude.
No, it was totally a year ago.
I've been out of it, man. So I
Yeah.
don't know. Don't ask
So
me.
what about this year?
That's what I asked him.
What about this year?
This
now?
year, I think I went to more shows and I streamed stuff off of Reverb Nation, and I didn't really buy or get a hold of any new albums. I don't think many people put out new albums this year. I know there were a handful, but
Yeah. Well, I know.
locally is what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
locally I know No Conviction.
No Conviction had a good album.
Yeah.
I really liked this year when Night Falls put out a really good CD.
And they're blowing up.
Yeah, they
for sure.
put out a CD actually a couple months ago. That turned out really well. Actually, Bob the Printer. I can
Nice.
solicitize.
Bob-o.
Bob the Printer had not solicitize, but promote. He actually printed their CDs and their album artwork, and he was the one that gave me the CD hot off the press the day he had printed them. So thank you, Bob. And for
The
those that need
The
artwork,
official-
stickers,
The official
flyers.
printer of the Metal
yep,
Experience.
Yeah.
Bob the Printer at Alliance Printing. So
Now,
Alliance for
not-
printing.
Not to sound like an
Yeah.
asshole or to tell you what to do, because I don't tell anyone what to do.
Yes, you do.
It's your own life. Do
Don't
whatever
bullshit.
you want to do. But we've met a lot of people in the scene. We've met a lot of different everything that does everything in the scene. And Bob the Printer is by far, we have an awesome relationship with him.
Now, does he print
Doesn't-
everything, or does he just do?
He doesn't fucking kill you with prices. He's super easy to work with. He'll help you with the design. He'll help. It's awesome. We have an awesome relationship with him. Any bands that go with him for printing stickers or printing flyers or printing whatever the
CDs,
hell he
inserts.
can print for you,
Really?
mention the Metal Experience sent you, and he always hooks those bands up too,
Yeah.
just to give them a little more oomph.
Because I'm wondering if because
We
maybe
love him.
we could have gone to him for the calendar this year.
You probably could have.
We're filling
I mean,
the.
We'll have to talk to him this year
He's
about the
a
next
printer.
calendar.
Doesn't he print literally everything?
Yeah, but some
And
people
anything?
don't do calendars.
But he knows people that does that he can hook you up with.
Refer?
them,
Refer.
That he could refer you to. So he's very well rounded.
Yeah, because the
But-
printing company we went to, they took away our discount this year, and we got raped on shipping and yeah.
Well,
my butt
Bob's
hurts on it.
local.
Bob is in Addison.
Right.
Bob is completely local. So.
Bob's around the corner.
Mhm.
I love that man.
He does
makes me
T-shirts?
happy.
No, but I do know somebody that does T-shirts.
Okay.
So
There's one
Speaking
album
of
that
the-
was released this year that is a very honorable mention. It's Ollie's band, I think.
Hot
dang.
We released our first CD.
And we're
That's
gonna
right. That was May. That was May.
Yeah, that was May.
we're gonna play a track from you guys tonight too, right?
Yep.
Probably.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, that was
So-
May. We had what was it? No Conviction, Vicious Attack, and Approaching Dawn on that bill when we did the release on May 1st at Cobra. That was awesome.
That's right.
And then all the affiliates also, I just want to point out really quick, the metalexperience.com has links to the CMA,
Yes.
Bob the Printer, and all the other
People that we
affiliates
work with and support in the scene.
and support in the scene. And
That's so nice.
yeah. But yes, more hot dang. So you know what, Rob? You can't even remember what's come out this year. I'm done with you, son. Holly, hook
I'm
us
all
up. What has Hot Dang been doing this year? Come on, tell
All
me,
right, well,
sister.
we've actually had quite a few shows. We've had a couple awesome bands that we've jammed with. One of our first shows this year that we jammed with people was actually at Bobby McGee's before it became Star Bar, and we jammed with Verite, Dark Entropy, Central Disorder, and Consume the Divide. And that was our first show for this year. Next show we did was our CD release show, which was May 1st at Cobra. I already talked about that. Show after that, we actually did at Livewire. I fucking love playing Livewire. That place is awesome.
Dave's
it's like
good
my
people,
sweet
man.
spot. Dave's awesome.
My jam.
So, but yeah, fucking, there was No Conviction. That's actually where I re-met 40 Ounce Fist. It was crazy because I saw those guys like 3 fucking years ago before I even met like Rob and Randy, and I grabbed a CD from them and it's like, you guys are awesome. And then we played a fucking show with them, and then they brought us out to fucking Wisconsin for fucking Halloween. It was
Nice.
fucking sweet, dude. So yeah, and then after that, it was actually we played Tony's 10th annual pig roast. It's his 10th
Birthday.
annual 21st birthday bash.
Tony who?
Tony Spillman.
Spillman.
But it was
NYTM.
Spillage.
Brutal tunes.
Yeah, Brutal Tunes. It was with Spillage. It was with Spillage.
And Mass.
And Moss.
And Mass.
Pronunciation issues?
Miscreants.
Miscreants?
Yes.
Miscreants.
Miscreant, Ruptura, The Ever-Scathed.
I'm drunk. What's your
Altered
excuse?
Existence, Blind Martyr. That was a really, really super
Wait,
fun show.
Blind
dude.
Martyr?
Yeah, fucking
Yeah,
Blind Martyr.
that
Is
was
it
in a
Blind Martyr
basement.
from New York?
You're
or-
thinking martyred.
Martyred. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was an awesome show. I thank Tony so much.
And he's
for being
doing
on
that
the show.
again May 14th, the week before Chicago Metal Fest.
Yeah, for
Boom.
sure.
It's gonna be that's gonna be huge too. I
So
think
bands,
it's
if you want on this thing, you better get at us.
10 bands, and yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, and then we had Queens of Metal, which was ADD headline. We had Black Plague that came from Virginia, Vicious Attack, Atlanta's Burning, Threatening the Order, Sinister Fate, Catapult the Propaganda, Psycho Sister, Mandatory Abortions, Rue the Dayflow, and the Creatures, and Rise of the Fallen Angels. And then we had industrial burlesque performances by the Misfit Dolls, Miss Jezebel Bates, who is
David
currently
Bates.
cohabitating with
What?
David Bates.
And
Yes.
that show was awesome.
Wait, mandatory abortions didn't play, didn't
No.
they?
No, they
drop?
didn't play. Yeah,
No,
they
they
didn't
That was
play.
so sad because I wanted to watch
Yeah.
that.
So with that, we gave out so much free stuff.
Yes,
I just want all
There were
the
so many
listeners
people
out there
there, dude.
to
it
know.
was awesome.
The Metal Experience sponsor shows. All we do is give out free stuff. We promote the bands that give us stuff, and we don't make a profit off it because they aren't. We just hand that stuff out for free. We have shirts, CDs, stickers, pins,
Magazines.
We have so much stuff. When we sponsor shows, which was so awesome, because Morgan's trunk, she was driving me nuts.
I remember
Still
that.
is.
We
What are you
gotta get rid of all
talking
this
about?
stuff.
It still is.
It still is. We just give away free stuff, and who doesn't love free stuff? We love fucking free stuff. Everyone loves free stuff. Sorry. I'm drunk.
No.
Holly, I'm drunk.
No, that's
I
all
love
right.
giving away free
Luca's
stuff.
drunk. He
So,
likes giving away free
why you
stuff.
still-
He's
well-
like, everybody's a winner.
Well, you mentioned Sinister Fate. They're on that
They're
ministry show now.
Yeah, they're opening
Yeah,
up.
the
Ministry
Concord
of
Music
Blues.
Hall New Year's Eve. That'll be
Hell yeah, it's
awesome.
gonna
Go to
be
Max
badass,
Sabbath.
dude.
What?
Max Sabbath at
What is
Reggie's.
Max Sabbath?
You never heard of
It's
Max
drive-
I've never
Sabbath?
heard of Max Sabbath,
It's
dude.
drive-through metal.
Yeah,
Just
it's drive-through
YouTube
metal.
it.
You
It's
have to
great.
YouTube it, dude.
Black
It's
Sabbath tribute.
M.A.C.
press?
Yeah, but it's
Sabbath.
Ronald McDonald and Grimace and playing Black Sabbath
Black
songs.
Sabbath.
But
Yeah.
with different
sounds
lyrics.
great.
It's,
You'll have to send a link on our Facebook page for all of
I
us to
will.
check out for us to share.
yeah,
That's
but
awesome.
they're actually getting quite notable. But yeah, it's called drive-through metal.
Drive-through metal. We'll
cool.
have to definitely look that up.
It's like the what is it, the black metal Ned Flanders band? Did you guys hear about that shit?
Yeah.
Have you heard them?
They're
Yes,
horrible.
they're
they
terrible.
fucking
I
suck.
was never. So you could.
Okay,
click
and I
on
never
it.
say anyone
Oakley
fucking
dokley.
sucks, but they fucking suck.
You could
Fucking-
click
At
on
least
it.
be
I mean, just
good.
the concept is funny.
Right, but if you're gonna have if the concept is gonna be like that, at least be good.
Yeah,
They
very
fucking
true.
suck.
The link, I was never able to listen to it because you click on the link and it takes you to where you could listen, but it would never play for me.
That's because you're
And
on
I
your
heard,
phone.
I heard other people had that issue too. It wasn't just me.
Oh,
Shit wouldn't play for
man.
him.
He's
But
a
yeah,
fool.
all I heard
Gotta
was
make
that they
sure
were
your
terrible. So I was
fucking
like,
internet shit
right,
works.
stop pursuing it.
Well, maybe we should listen to some Hot Dang.
Holly, what else? Holly, what else?
Oh,
A
well,
year
we're
in
only
review.
halfway through the
Halfway
year,
through.
man. Like, all right, and then
give us
in
the
July-
highlights.
Yeah, and then in July we played with Effin' Epic,
Effin' epic.
Black
Effin'
Market
Epic.
Democracy. Those guys are fucking awesome. So is Effin' Epic and Sable Bedlam, and that was a really great fucking show, dude. And
Oh,
then
shit,
we
more
played the fucking House of Blues.
Woo!
With Consume the Divide, Roger This, Fist to the Sky, When Night Falls, and Seven Corners.
Yeah.
It was an awesome night. Yes.
Nice.
Yes,
I
and then we
unfortunately
played Metal Fest 4 with a bunch of bands. That was a lot of fun. We got to close that shit out. It was really cool.
Weberfest.
Yes, and then we played the Revival, 2015. Man, that was really awesome. So
Where was-
many. That was in Yorkville. Their stage was awesome. They roasted pig, man. Like Rick and Gibby
Rick
were
and
all about it.
Gibby's
Yeah,
3
dude.
days.
Yeah, no, that play it was really cool, man. Like the way that they had everything set up, it was fucking baller. You know.
Did we go to the revival?
No, because
Some-
you had a party that night.
I went to Riot
But it was
Fest.
3 days. There, you know what fucking
worked.
sucked about that? There was something that fucked us over on. I think we went to like a Blackhawks game the one night. The other night was some party.
This was September.
September. What was it? Because I remember like we were trying to plan around it, and we're like, well, fuck, I got this night, this day, and this day.
Don't remember. It was a busy
It was disappointing. We get we're. Fuck.
I went to Riot Fest. I had a blast at Riot Fest. Saw Motorhead again.
Oh
Yeah.
I saw a shit ton of bands that I never heard of, and I did a ton of walking.
In
and
the
a
mud.
ton of walking.
Yeah,
Yes.
in the mud, dude.
In
It
the
was
mud.
fucking
Oh my
muddy
god,
that
3
weekend.
feet of fucking
It
mud.
rained all weekend. I remember.
People
Rained
almost
all
died
fucking
in a
weekend.
System of a Down mosh pit
They almost did
Who
die.
did?
They had to.
They were
fucking
moshing in the
resuscitate
mud,
somebody.
and people would fall, and then people were falling on them, like pushing their. Someone
Demo
passed out.
from Tanzan.
Wait,
Is
you
that who that was?
I think, did you say demo or people?
People.
Oh, people.
Oh, I
People.
thought you.
I have a cold. It sounds like Timo.
Okay.
Timo Solani? Timo Solani was there?
I have no idea.
Any other shows you got, Holly?
Yeah,
Hockey
yeah.
player.
And the last show that we played for this year was at Underground Lounge. Fucking Tim Lamping came out. Bunch of couple awesome cool cats came out as well.
Cool cats.
But we played with Threatening the Order and Machine Obscura.
Nice.
And yeah, that was a lot of fun, man. I'm really looking forward to next year too. We're going to be playing Legions of Rom CD release, and we're going to be playing
Oh,
Spring
that's
Fest.
what we're
That's
doing.
what
That's
we-
what we got. Yeah, we
Yeah,
forgot
CMA's
about that.
Yeah,
throwing
yeah,
that CD
yeah.
release.
So
Yeah,
that's
I'm seeing the
CMA's
show,
next big
so-
thing, man. Is
That's,
Legions of Rom CD release.
Where's that at?
That's at the Beat Kitchen, dude.
Beat Kitchen.
Yeah,
I've
with
never
Faces
been
of
there.
the Bog.
Kitch is cool.
I've never been there.
Faces of
It's
the Bog's
really,
been
really
on.
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Legion Rom been on also.
Yeah.
Look
They're
at
coming back in
Fuck yeah,
March.
dude.
Faces
Legions of
or
Rom.
Legion?
Legions
I know
of
they're
Rom.
hitting us up.
Legions of Rom.
Perfect.
Legions of Rom.
Yeah, and then we're gonna be playing the
What-
Metro.
What's the date on that?
That show is January 23rd.
What day of the week is that, Morgan?
That's a Saturday.
Saturday,
Okay.
Saturday, Saturday.
Pretty easy.
And then the next one?
And then we're playing the Metro
The
on
Metro.
on the first Saturday of February. It's gonna be fabulous. Everybody should make it out. If anybody needs tickets, hit me up. I'll hook it up.
Who you playing on that? With that on?
Lords of the Drunken Pirate Crew and a couple other bands, man. Like, you know, it's crazy because of that Cinco de Mayo show that I met them at. Fucking my first band played with Lords of the Drunken Pirate Crew. Is fucking crazy night because they got thrown on last minute, dude. And we've all just kept hitting each other with fucking noodles and everything else. And oh my god, dude, it was so much fun. That was a really fun night.
Yeah.
I was putting people in headlocks. And
Boom.
James and Joe aren't even in Pirates anymore.
It's
So
not the same.
on that note, let's play one of them hot dang songs.
Hell
What do we want to play tonight, Holly?
Ooh, Beast of Prey, man, that's my
Beast
face.
of Prey. And
Love-
off of what album is this off of?
That's our self-titled album.
Self-titled.
Yeah.
Here
It's
we
that
go.
first one.
Check it out.
And now, back to the metal experience.
Did you say hookers and blow?
No, I said the metal experience.
That's not nearly as good.
Fuck you. Will you wear the blood? So you swallow it up.
Hot
day!
Is that loud enough for you there?
Woo!
That maxed out
That
everything.
maxed out. The volume levels on this computer are like, whoa,
right, maybe we
blown
should-
up by Hot Day.
Error.
Well, we are the Metal Experience. I am Morgan Danielle with a very drunk Luco Blaze, and we are here
what?
celebrating the last show of
buzzard.
2015 that we are recording for this year, obviously. And we just heard a track from the lovely Holly, and that was from her band Hot Dang. And what was that track called, lady?
Beast of Prey.
Beast of Prey. What is that track about now that we got you here?
It's actually about overcoming adversity, man. Somebody fucking
Adversity.
chasing you down and fucking trying to kill you, and you kill them instead.
Well, bad.
Hell
Nice.
yeah.
Kill them instead.
The
Fucking metal.
revenge card. I likes it.
It's like it's a lot.
Look at them all. Dude, I fucking love you guys.
We
You make
love
me
you.
so
love you
happy.
too.
And you know what? The more and more I drink, the more and more I love you.
Oh my goodness. You know what? Holly and Rob, we didn't get to say this earlier.
What about
we didn't
Randy?
mention it.
What about
well,
Randy?
Holly and Rob, you guys have had
Randy,
us
he
over
knows I love
multiple
him.
times this year.
Yes, you have.
I want to thank you guys for the hospitality every time. And thank you so much for sometimes just letting us come over and hang out with Greg. You guys weren't even there. Greg's like, oh, I'm just hanging out with Holly
You know
and
what?
Rob's.
Honestly, thank you
Thank
for
you.
just supporting the scene and
Yeah.
for being awesome. You know, I mean, like, that's what we're all about. We're about supporting the scene and spreading the word and trying to just, you know, I mean, spread the word about local metal and
You
be
think that's-
positive. And, you know, I mean,
You guys
fuck
think
the
that's
bullshit.
awkward? You
Fuck
should
the
try waking
negativity.
up, and then all of
be
a sudden you
fucking
got
happy.
7 musicians laying in your front room, and you're like, "Who's that?"
As long as they're not
who's that?
naked.
I mean,
Right?
no, but-
Fucking cover your junk at least.
Who are you guys? Who are these 7
and
musicians
then
you speak
Holly's
of?
like, "Oh, I watched them play last night. Yeah, they were really good, but they just crashed on the couch."
Who are these 7 musicians you speak of?
They can't talk about it.
Oh, that's when I that show at fucking Nightcap, and I had the fucking dudes stay over. They fucking came out from Cali, and they had no place to stay. So I was like, dude, you can fucking crash it. You can crash in my crib, and they're like, okay.
Who was it? You can't tell. Oh, okay.
I don't know. It's
Oh,
So it
you're
was-
you're making that face because you just don't know.
I didn't know. I
They're
didn't know
like,
when
"Oh,
I woke up, and
we
I
can't
Just
say
came
their
home
name."
and there's 7 dudes on your couch. You're like,
no,
what
it
happened?
wasn't
I,
seven
I woke
dudes.
up
It was
and got
like
out of
3
bed, going to
dudes.
take a piss, and I'm
It wasn't
There's
like
7
7
guys
dudes. It
in my
was 3
front room.
dudes, and it was to a show that I threw, and they had no place to stay.
Yeah, they can't.
So they're more of like an alternative band, though.
Who was it?
It's not metal.
It's okay.
It's not metal. It doesn't count.
The metal thing to do is that you let them crash and you gave them a place
Yeah.
to stay.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bands now that go on the road. Our friends in Abiotic and Rivers and Nile, that's what happens to them
Abiotic.
Yeah, for
every
sure,
single
dude.
time.
No, I mean any band that comes around, like they don't have a place to stay. Like we always open our house to them
And, you
because
know-
we know how
Sorry,
it is
go.
to be a musician. You know.
You know,
So-
it's crazy with meeting some of these bands that are touring. You don't realize, but okay, so Abiotic. Let me use them as a reference because this is how we kind of figure this out and
a lot
learn
of
this.
them are scraping.
They're a signed band. They're signed to a record label, and they came in, and we hang out with. We're really cool with the guys. We talk to them, and they're like, so we're talking to them like, where are you going after this? Like, yeah, well, I mean, we got nowhere to stay, nowhere to shower, nothing. I'm like, wait, the record label doesn't hook you up
Nope.
with the hotel room or
Nope.
anything?
We just
They're
had a
like,
similar experience
no.
with Battlecross 2 weeks ago.
And Battlecross has been blowing the fuck
They've been blowing
up.
the fuck up,
Yeah.
and they came over to the house, over to my friend's house, and they all took showers and ate and hung out. And then they went and slept in the van and took off.
It's the things that you don't even, the necessities that you take for granted,
Exactly.
Yeah.
that these touring bands,
They don't
you
have.
don't even think about it. Like, wait a
Yes.
second, where do they shower? Where do they wash their clothes? Fuck, where's the guy put his contacts in at?
Yeah.
Like,
And
Where
this
do they
guitar
throw
player
away
is
their
like,
condoms?
yeah, really, where they put their butt plugs when they're done with them.
Oh my God.
It's, and we didn't kind of realize it until we were really talking to Abiotic, and it was like, holy shit. So Morgan This was a Cobra Lounge show. Morgan went up and talked to him like, hey, these guys need a place
No,
to stay.
this was Rivers and Nile.
That was
They had been
Rivers and Nile.
sleeping in their van or their van
Like,
for 3
these
days
guys
Well, I
need
know
a place
Cobra's
to
without
got-
showers.
And they're like,
Well,
yeah,
that's what he
they
said.
can spend the night here. They can shower. We have the bathrooms. Or we got this upstairs room.
Yeah, they
can,
got the upstairs.
and
you
they were
probably
like,
there.
thank you guys so much.
Yeah.
We were just gonna sleep in our van.
Yeah.
It's like,
I've never
Fuck yeah,
seen a
man.
band
Metal
so
experience,
grateful
babe.
to know that they were going to have a place to sleep that night. It was
metal
crazy.
experience,
for
baby.
sure.
That was
Woo-hoo.
Jacob, the vocalist
Jacob.
of
Good
Rivers
guy.
and Nile.
I-
Really good guy.
shit.
We shared a PBR with him.
shared
a
we
PBR
brought him
with them.
PBR
Did
last
we
time
see
they
them
came.
together at Mojo's the next time they came through?
Yeah, we brought
They-
PBR out to them.
They have a show at Bada Brew coming up, don't they? Rivers of Nile.
No,
And
no, no, you're
Reggie's.
thinking of Nile.
Mojo's.
Reggie's.
Is it Reggie's?
Reggie's.
It's Reggie's.
Reggie's when?
March 3rd. Or
Yeah,
March
that's-
2nd.
That's Rivers
Wednesday.
of
It's
Nile.
their first like
Nile
headline
is
show.
actually playing.
Rivers of Nile. Some
Nice.
people look at it and they say Nihil.
You know what?
But
I
it's
have nothing to do
Nile.
March 2nd. I'll be there.
Nihil.
So
Rivers
Are you
of
gonna be
Nile.
there?
H is
Yeah, I'm gonna be there.
All right. Well, you make
Jacob.
sure
They're
you remind
fucking
me, and I'll
sick.
fucking be there.
I will.
Jacob's
I'll
our
remind
boy.
you.
Fucking
I'll remind
Metal
you real
Sisters
hard.
Unite.
Oh yeah,
Remind me all night
we'll
long.
do it.
And we actually, there's a playthrough Rivers of Nile video
I
that will
posted
be.
it tomorrow.
It's posting tomorrow. It's it's fucking brutal.
Morgan posted it tomorrow already.
I scheduled the post
Future
to post
date.
tomorrow.
Oh, what's the
I
date?
did.
What's the date?
I was
it's
like, she
for
posted it
any
tomorrow.
future
Holy
listeners?
shit, she's good.
Tomorrow.
Is Wednesday the 30th.
Wednesday the 30th of
It'll be
December.
posted on the Metal Experience page. It's a sweet playthrough song by Rivers of Nile.
It's pretty awesome.
It doesn't feature Jacob, but it does feature guitars and bass. What up, motherfucker? What up? Turn his mic up. Turn up that mic.
You want a mic, dude? What was your name?
What's your name?
Your mic's on, dude.
Spencer Fogel. What's going on,
Spencer
guys?
What up, son?
Fogel.
What's going on, Spencer? You're pretty awesome. Say hello
Spencer-
to metals.
Spencer,
How's
there's
the
some
metals
headphones
for
if you
sure?
got
Say
a
hi to the
minute.
world.
Oh, what's
So
up, world?
He has
we're,
no idea what's happening, and you're
we're-
making him put on
This is a
headphones.
radio show called The Metal Experience. Every
want
week
some
we
whiskey?
have metal bands come on. We interview them and play their music. This week we have local
Chicago
supporters
Metal
of the scene, the
Alliance.
Chicago Metal Alliance, with us. But thank you for stopping by
Oh,
and,
it's very awesome, guys.
and supporting also our favorite bar.
This is Spare Keys.
Fuck
That's
yeah,
where it's
brother.
at. Yeah, shout out to the bands here. Great. You guys ever been here for
promoters.
the bands?
The band? Well, there's no bands here
There's
tonight.
no bands here tonight.
But
I'm in a band called Hot Dang.
hot dang.
Hot
Give a shout out to
dang.
Hot Dang.
Social Alcohol Band is where it's at.
Social
Perfect.
alcohol band, man.
Are you a
Fuck
fan
yeah,
of
dude. I'm
alcohol?
gonna fucking listen to them in the
We
morning.
know, Randy.
very
We
cool.
After I
know.
wake up from my
The stories
bed.
Speed Freak have told us. We know.
Boys ain't nothing.
Well, rock and roll. Yeah, we're here every Tuesday from 8 till
10:30.
whenever.
8
we
till your
finish.
mom asks to
AM.
leave.
AM.
10:30 a.m.
10:30 a.m.
I hope.
But thanks for stopping by and also supporting my favorite bar. Rock and roll,
Oh,
brother.
yeah, guys. Rock and roll.
Go grab yourself a drink, brother.
Yes, and please.
Yes, and please. If we please and thank you.
Oh, nice to meet you. What's the radio station?
The Metal Experience. TheMetalExperience.com.
Which you can find all of our past guests,
Hold on, I
future
gotta-
guests, and all of the Hey Look What I Found picks and reviews from the crypt.
Luke is
Which,
about to hand you a
speaking
card,
now
'cause
of,
that's
we
what it's
do have a
about.
brand new
Being a good promotional
review
expert.
up right now of Mutilated by Zombies, their new CD. Thanks to Josh Padilla for writing that up. I had to decipher his handwriting to post it, but we did it, and it got posted this past weekend. So, brand new Mutilated by Zombies review up on Reviews from the Crypt.
What was that motherfucker's name?
Spencer,
Spencer.
I think.
He was just
That's
walking
I
through.
thought you knew him.
No, I was
Yeah,
just
that,
like,
I thought he did
I was
too.
like,
he
oh my
made
God,
eye
a dude from high
contact with
school.
me, and I'm like, "What's up, dude?"
So that was pretty cool. Well,
Amen.
now that you got all riled up and you got a lot of energy, let's
All
do
right.
your unsigned band.
We got an unsigned band pick of the week. Let's do it.
Now it's time for
Hey man, look what I found!
Only on the Metal Experience.
All right, ladies and gents, tonight we have Arcadian all the way from Christchurch, New Zealand. Yes, that's right. I said Christchurch, New Zealand. That's a place. Look it up. The band Arcadian with the song Something from Nothing. Let's do it.
Look what just walked in.
What's up, guys? I'm Anthony.
I'm Cody.
He's from Tom. And we're from Orinoco. Thanks for listening
to the Metal Experience.
Gonna get you to do that again, but just like, better.
To the Metal Experience.
That was great.
That's it. That's it.
Love it.
That's it.
Love it.
Woo! And we just heard all the way from Christchurch, New Zealand.
Christchurch.
That's a fucking
I know
place,
where that is.
people.
A real fucking place.
The band Arcadian with the song Something From Nothing. Check them out, boys and girls. Arcadian from Christchurch, New Zealand.
Dude.
And thank you guys for sending out the music. That's awesome. New Zealand. Is that our first New Zealand band?
Maybe second.
Maybe second. That's awesome.
Was the first 7-foot sativa?
No.
It was
pretty good.
7-foot clativa.
Clitorius.
Lativia.
Not a big con.
There's another band from New Zealand.
But anyway, I'm Luco Blaze here with Morgan Danielle rocking the soundboard.
Yeah.
Also here,
Alright.
Greg Master just showed up.
We love you,
the
Morgan.
fuck, dude?
Better
Greg,
late
what's up?
than never.
With his fly down.
And Greg Master with his fly. Oh my God, his fly is down. His fly is down. Woo! Nice dick, son. Nice dick.
He sucks his own
And,
cock.
Okay, Dad.
And so
Why are you calling
All
me your
trying to
son?
hide
We are-
and zip it up.
we are here with Chicago Metal Alliance and Greg, who just showed up, who is a double dipper. And
Double dipper.
we're actually honorary double dippers.
Right.
Yes.
I got that. We
You
got
guys
that
are still honorary.
honorary Chicago Metal Alliance.
Yes.
So we have a place in our hearts for all of you, especially Greg. I'm gonna rape the shit out of you after this.
Dude,
And,
right
uh,
up
to
the
do it.
ass, dude. Like you dropped the soap.
So we've gone over Rob's year in review. We've gone over Holly's year in review. Let's go over Randy's year in
Jim
review.
Beam
Yeah.
and Ice House. There you go.
Thank you.
That's
You're
my
in
year.
review.
Cigarettes.
Jim Beam
And
I,
Paul Ball.
Give us
You're
a
taking
all right.
what
Well,
you need to grab that fucking
it's-
birthday.
Hey, Greg, do your
Christmas present.
impersonation.
if it's not
No.
Out of your
if it's not that extensive, Randy, give us a quick year in review.
I don't really have a year in review.
Dude, he just
Okay, I
followed Don
just-
around a lot.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
he
went down to Kentucky to see Down for 2 days in a row in Indiana and Kentucky.
Oh,
Who?
that's awesome.
Down?
Down?
And Holly.
Is that where you got your
That's a
hoodie,
sweet
Holly?
No.
He went up.
That's a sweet hoodie.
He went up to Wisconsin and
I'm
saw
jealous.
COC.
Well, I've
From
seen
a very special
Corrosion
guy.
twice so
He's got
far.
some fucking killer video of you with fucking Pepper.
All right.
Right
Up
there.
in my arms.
Nice. Keenan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Nice.
a huge.
Yeah,
I'm just a huge, Corrosion fan, and I've always been into that southern, twangy, sludgy music, and
That's why he tolerates fucking hot day.
Can I just point out Chicago Blackhawks have just scored their 7th goal tonight?
Holy shit.
We're at 7. When have we seen 7 on the scoreboard?
I'm pretty
care.
sure you looked at that backwards.
We might-
Now
We might have to
6
come back next
4.
Tuesday.
Yeah, right?
Might have to
Next
come back next
Tuesday,
Tuesday for your mom.
the first show of 2016 as it's been for the past couple years, Mechana is going to be joining us.
Mechana.
Yes.
So cool thing about Mechana is every.
Oh, maybe it was the Coyotes that scored.
Every
They
year,
accidentally gave it to.
the first show of the year. Mechana releases a new album every year on the first of the year.
That's awesome.
And they're all concept albums, which is fucking cool. The whole thing is one continuous story. From the first album to right now, it's one continuous story through
That's
all of the
amazing.
albums. And they're all about intergalactic, crazy world stuff. It's real sweet. It's
I'm
fucking
jealous to those
real
guys on.
awesome.
It's
And,
funny, I
we love
just
them.
found their song that
want
they
some.
released as a preview on a download site I use. Somebody put it up there.
They have a very big following overseas.
Yeah, they do.
That they get
Very.
most,
Right?
they get most
Asia?
of their.
Where? Europe, Asia?
Listen, it was almost 1 year ago that we talked about
Europe,
this. I know
like
it's very.
Sweden, Finland,
They have
Norway.
a lot of pre-orders and all
Yeah.
that from overseas.
So right now you can listen to the Mechana Cryo Shock trailer, the second single off Progenitor is what
Oh,
they're
yeah?
calling their new album.
Progenitor.
It goes live on New Year's.
Live on New Year's.
Progenitor, is that how you say that word?
Might
Don't
be.
a
I have
pussy.
no idea.
Maybe.
I'm not looking at it.
Listen to that shit.
And then they have another song that I probably am going to butcher, but it's called Anna Genius.
Nausea.
And nauseous.
Nauseous.
Ha!
Listen,
You get super fancy
I have
with
no
this
idea.
shit.
I'm just guessing
Yeah,
because
well-
Anagius doesn't sound like a word.
I'm not good at English, so to me it sounds perfect.
So,
You're
Randy,
good at bad English.
your year in review was nothing
Not
for the
much,
most part.
Man. I
The whole
seen
entire
Crowbar
year.
a couple times. Just kind of did the. I
What,
hate God.
what about your
I mean,
local your
my
review?
local-
He came out to support Hot Dang at the Underground Lounge show. That was pretty fucking amazing.
like I said, man, I took a couple of months off, man. I just didn't do shit, man. And it is what it is.
And
You
know
know,
what?
you
Like-
charge as hard as I for 5 years. You have to take a break too. I mean, it's just that
I heard you,
simple.
brother.
Yeah, dude.
So
Fucking
yeah,
Harry
we got
Potter
the
that shit.
we got the calendar coming out. We're trying to start booking shows up again this coming year. What else? Oh, we want to do the another compilation with you guys.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
The third one?
second.
Third.
Did
we
we-
put out a CD and a download card.
That's right. Okay, so
Yeah,
yeah, we need the third.
Third, dude.
Metal
You're forgetting
Alliance.
already.
Yeah, yo, come
My
on.
brain's not working. My brain's not working.
Rob, you suck.
So the calendar is
Fucking love
officially
you.
going to be here January 3rd?
As of right now, yes. The fucking
at
just
the
waiting
exit,
for
dude.
delivery.
At the exit.
So-
But it's
At
been
the
it
exit.
was submitted like 2 weeks ago. So
Nice.
first January 3rd release party at the exit. That's the first release party.
It's gonna be
I'm looking for a
amazing,
second
dude.
one. I think you had some ideas for like January 19th or 20th. I don't remember. We'll talk more about it, but I know
Dude.
I'm hoping to be sold out of them by January 20th.
Dude,
I am
I-
also hoping you're sold out by them.
I can't
And
see
it
why we
also
ain't.
features the lovely Holly
And the lovely
and
Morgan.
the lovely Morgan. It
What,
features
does.
both of
what
them.
month am I in, dude? What month
What
is
month are
Morgan
they?
in?
Wait, what month are they in?
I
May.
can't believe you guys are gonna do this.
You don't know? Do
May.
you not
Doesn't know. I don't even know.
You came on the show and
Buy
you
a
don't
calendar
even
and
know?
find out.
May.
Buy a
So-
calendar.
Buy a
and find
calendar
out.
and
Holly-
find out.
Holly was June. Morgan is May.
So
Whatever,
Holly, I
same
saw
thing.
a couple pictures.
They're both here.
It's a little risque.
Were they with an accomplice or solo?
No, they were solo.
They were the
solo
with
pics?
just a small-
Everybody was solo
in
this year.
between my thighs.
I saw
It was
the
pretty
accomplice
fabulous.
pics.
Yeah, he saw the outtakes.
Oh yeah,
The
you saw the
outtakes.
outtakes.
I approve.
Yeah.
They were good. They
Very
were all
nice.
wet. They were all
Very
wet.
I approve as well.
Very nice.
Holly,
How do I
You
get
should
some
see
of-
Morgan's. She's
Yeah.
got this
Morgan,
look
yes.
on her face, this attitude. It's
How do
just
I-
like,
oh my god, dude, Morgan is
It was
like, I
so
think that's the
hot
best
that
picture.
day. Oh my god.
oh my
boy.
god,
It
it
was.
looked
Morgan,
like it.
you were like my favorite picture out of the whole fucking gallery.
You know
but you should
Seriously?
have seen. So we're doing her shoot, and we're
Fucking
walking
rocked it.
up and down this trail,
attitude.
and then we find like this little.
They're in
like,
regular shoes. I'm in heels
Yeah.
that are probably 3 inches.
and she's laying like on all these different stones and stuff, and I'm just looking. I'm like seeing spiders everywhere. I'm like.
I didn't
the-
see spiders. Thank God you didn't tell
You know,
me.
you know those circle
He's an
things that you laid in?
arachnophobe,
The circle
dude.
things?
No.
You okay? So the
yeah,
an
yeah. The
arachnophobe.
graffiti.
those were full of fucking spiders.
No way.
Yes.
No way.
Yes.
I didn't
yes.
see spiders.
I
just
thought
saw
you
art.
fucking saw. I was
No.
like, damn, she's crazy.
No, I didn't see spiders at all. I just went for it.
Yeah.
And I didn't see one spider
Everyone-
on me, so I'm good.
That's all that matters.
Unless did you zoom in super close and see spiders as you edited?
The
Jessica.
the funny thing about Morgan's pictures when she showed them to me,
He didn't know it was me.
I had to like look at it. Like it doesn't look like her.
Oh,
It's
right?
really weird.
My
Yeah,
parents
Leah-
said the same thing.
Leah did really like. She did.
Considering her situation, I
And-
was not
and a
expecting her to spend that long
huge-
on makeup.
Huge shout out to Leah because from what I heard,
Yeah, it was a
her
disaster
basement
that day.
flooded.
Yes, the night before.
From that
And
storm that
instead
we
of
had.
cleaning up her basement, she spent time doing Morgan's
Yeah.
makeup.
Yeah.
Which is
Leah from
like-
Catapult the Propaganda.
Yeah, she's a
Shit.
sweetheart. I absolutely
She is
love her, man.
amazing.
Yeah, and Jessica
Proud of
drove
her.
out from Indiana to do my pictures. Really quickly, I made a list of all the bands that joined us on
All
our
right,
show
so
this year.
Real quick,
Oh,
No, not real quick.
Morgan's got a year in review.
Well, thank
Well,
God
it's not,
somebody does.
it's not a
'cause
year in review. These are just the guests that have been on our show that I want to give a shout out to. So, starting from the top, Mechana came on for their 3rd time, and they'll be on their 4th, January 1st, or January 1st, Tuesday of this month. Birdie Garcia came on our show. We interviewed
Birdie. Dirty Birdie.
Anti-Mortem.
Oh.
No. Did we do Anti-Mortem this
You
year?
guys
Was that
did do
last year?
Well, you
Anti-Mortem.
wrote this shit out.
I can't remember.
Aren't you reading a list?
Oh yeah, we did Serpents,
Right?
Serpents, and
Serpents?
Pangea. was this year, and then Reaping is Medea.
Medea?
We interviewed Dan. Hemi came on for their third time, as well as One Steel Wound came on for their third time.
Oh, Trent.
And actually, they just released Vendetta, their album, for sure, like full release, actually, like a couple days ago. So it's been for download, but now they got physical copies, and it's been officially released, and there's been reviews. So check out One Steel Wound. Fool's Brew we had on, To Trust a Liar, Endostalgia.
Every time I drink around you, I puke.
Oh, Jesus. Kadoosh.
Fucking Luco.
A Dying Ultimatum came on twice. We had Hypnocron. Alethea on for their second time. Hot Dang, you guys came on for your
Hot
second
Dang.
time.
All
Hot
right.
dang.
Tonson came on for their second time. We had Discarnate, No Conviction, A Kingdom in Peril, A Vicious Cycle, Chicago Style Weenies, When Night Falls.
So that's punk, ain't it? Chicago style weenies.
Alter Perceptions, Programmable Animal, and they came on for their second time. Endgame, Flesh Burner.
Endgame was the first show
You
we
said
had
Flesh
at this
Burner
location.
twice.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Flesh Burner
I
was
said
the third
Serpents.
I was.
Oh.
What did you say, Lugo?
Endgame. Our Day's
Endgame?
End.
No, Our Day's End was the first band that we had here. Or was it Far Watch?
Far Watch.
Far Watch. I don't know. Look in the book, the yearbook.
I'm drunk.
And then we had Mortatorium. They were on for their second time. Survivalist, Those Dirty Thieves, El Famous, and we had Frankie from the Bloodline here.
Woo!
Dude,
That's
El
a
Famous
that's
is
a pretty good
awesome.
year,
Yeah.
despite our.
All those bands we had on are awesome.
Yeah, dude. All
we
of
had a
the
good
motherfucking
time
bands, dude.
every
And
week.
You know what? That is the hardest part about the local scene is that most of the bands are fucking awesome. Dude, I fucking sit there and I go to shows and I'm like, oh my god, how are you guys not fucking signed? Like, how does this not
Labels
fucking
don't have
happen?
room
Like,
for everybody.
Dude, and I mean, like, I don't understand because the talent is there. And if the talent is there, how can you not fucking make that shit, like, spread like wildfire? I don't get it.
I agree.
I don't fucking get
Absolutely.
It's unfortunate.
We've been doing
There's
this show
so many
for
awesome people that we get to meet.
How long? And
Going on 5 years.
Greg always
it.
says,
So much mad respect.
"How
so
are
much
these
mad
bands
respect.
not signed? How is this band
so
not signed?"
much
Yes,
mad
yeah.
All the
Greg
time
respect.
he says
asks
it.
all the time.
Yes, I say that all the time. Holly stole my line.
You're so
Dude,
cute.
you're an
Greg.
asshole, Greg.
Greg's so cute.
And I
Look at
love
him.
you. He is so cute.
we'll
He
be
needs a
editing
Hello
that
Kitty
out.
shirt.
So I do want to I'll give a really big thank you to everybody that bared with us through this year. It was kind of tough at the beginning when we lost our spot
That was
that
towards
we were
closer
broadcasting.
towards the end of the
Yeah,
year.
it was in
Middle
the middle.
towards
It
end.
was in
Dude,
June.
But
when-
honestly, the metal will prevail.
Oh no, absolutely. So shout out to Slam Internet Radio for putting up with us for as long as they did. I didn't think honestly that we were gonna last as long in that spot as we did.
I thought we were gonna get shut down probably
Yeah,
a year.
I thought it was
prior.
gonna happen a lot sooner than when it did. So we got very fortunate that that place lasted as long as it did. So to Danny that had helped us out with that as time went on, and then of course to our sound guys Dave and Bill and
Bill,
Joe.
That guy Bill
And
wa-
Greg.
Rabbi Dave.
Rabbi, it's Rabbi Dave, not
the
Rabbi
fuck
Dave.
It's
outta
Rabbi.
here.
He's
No,
a certified
he goes-
rabbi.
he's a
He goes
certified
by
rabbi.
Rabbi.
Peace, brother.
And-
He introduces himself as Rabbi Dave.
Well, whatever.
Now, didn't,
we
one
call
of
him
you,
Rabbi.
didn't you lose one of your sound guys too? Who was it
Well,
from?
no,
That was
they.
Josh.
Josh passed away 2 years ago. He was the founder of Slam Internet Radio.
Rip.
But yeah, and shout out for Gerard of One Steel Wound that tried to set us up at Evolution Music as our second home.
Thank you.
We
You guys
definitely
from
tried
One
it.
Steel Wound.
Unfortunately, yeah, it didn't work the way that we wanted it to.
Just
And
too much of a community.
One steel wound makes me horny.
We got to figure something out for this
Alright.
coming
But
year
no, those
because
guys are
I miss
awesome.
turning you guys on every Tuesday when I'm in my truck.
I know.
I
dude.
always used to listen to you guys at work. and
Listen,
I
now-
fucking,
You know
dude,
what?
I'd fucking masturbate
We-
at that shit if I could.
Jeez.
Alright.
I do,
We
man.
need
the
some
liquor's
New Year's-
flowing through Holly tonight.
We need some.
No, it's
we
not about
need
the
some
liquor. It's about
New
how awesome
Year's
you guys are.
resolutions.
Your
We
mom.
need
It's-
to go
it's
around
the
the
metal.
table.
It's
Go
all
around
about
the
the
table
metal, man.
with some New Year's resolutions. The Metal Experience New Year's resolution is to get the show live again.
Yes.
We want to get the
Yeah.
phones working again.
Yes.
We want to get the show live again.
Yes.
We want to bring to you unsigned local metal bands. Yeah, we'll have here and there some signed metal bands, but we want to bring to you the bands that are fucking awesome.
Yes.
that don't get that love.
And you
we
guys
want to
will
bring
do it.
that to you.
You guys have done it
Let's
so
go around
right
the table.
for so long.
What does the CMA have for 2016? And Holly, please go over the Hot Dang shows also. I want the Hot Dang shows.
Well, we're gonna
what
be
the CMA is working on next year.
Our biggest thing right now is the
Everything.
Metal Fest.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
Metal
down
Fest
hand
in-
in. That's Metal Fest. That's
And the
really-
calendar.
What's the date of the Metal Fest again?
May 21st on
May
the Metal Fest.
21st on Metal Fest.
Where's
January
that?
3rd on the calendar.
Yes.
That's an all-day event.
January 3rd.
Pretty much. We're
Yes.
talking 20
On the
bands.
calendar, and we are also sponsoring Legions of Rum CD,
CD
release.
release.
With
Oh,
me
yeah.
as the MC of the
Yeah.
evening.
And
At
I'll
the
just
Beat
be the
Kitchen
drunken
on the
buffoon on the
23rd.
stage talking
The
shit.
You'll be the
Beat
great beast
Kitchen.
evolved.
On the 23rd.
and then hopefully put together a couple shows with the Metal Experience.
Fuck
Absolutely.
yeah. We're always
Be
down.
awesome.
We're always down, brothers and sisters.
And everybody can check out our upcoming guests and where they can find all the unsigned band picks that we've had, all the past guests, all of our reviews from the crypt on themetalexperience.com. It gets updated weekly. The show gets put up right away after we record right now. And we want to give a shout out to Fitz and Spirit Keys for picking us up and allowing us to broadcast
This
out of their
place
bar
is
in Elmhurst.
badass.
Anybody can come out. We really do
Yeah.
push for anybody that is wanting to come out
Come
to
out,
hang
hang out
out
with us.
every Tuesday.
Anybody that
8
wants to submit
p.m.
music.
Anyone.
A little bit
Do
after
it.
10:30, we're
My-
always here in Elmhurst.
Don't be a pussy.
My mom
Don't
has
be
been
a
out
pussy.
here.
Yeah, she
and
has.
I dropped the word cunt here and
A
there.
lot.
Dude,
A lot. And she hates that word, but it's like, Mom, cunt.
dude, it's all
Anyone,
about your
my
mom's
mom,
cunt.
My mom.
And as
comes
long
here.
as, you know what, people
Anyone.
aren't cunts,
As
and they
long
want to
as you
submit
don't-
music,
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
that's all that matters.
All these talks about cunts and moms are making
And,
me
and
very
music.
horny.
And music.
And we do want to give a shout out to
That's what it's about, cunts and music.
Rob Salem of the Forge Radio for picking us up and airing our show Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Central Time, 6
Thank you,
p.m.
brother.
Or sorry, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Central Time for reaching out to us. And he actually went through a lot of the same of what we did of losing their
The radio
place
station?
that they broadcasted from and had to restart on their own and everything. So he actually reached out to us asking if he could replay our show, and we were very lucky to have somebody interested. We had other people interested, but we decided we were going to see what we could do on
We'll
our
get
own
there.
first.
We're working. We're working.
You know what?
As much as the CMA is working on growing the scene, the Metal Experience is also working on growing the scene, and we're working together. And I mean, new year, new things to come. I'm excited for this new year.
And then, of course-
I love my brothers and sisters in the metal fucking
Hell yeah.
scene.
Well, we got more. We got more.
It's all about being
I gotta-
united, man. It's all,
I gotta
it's-
give a shout out to Corey Rocks and
Corey. Yeah,
also
motherfucking
to
Corey,
Eric
I
from
love you,
Rock in
Corey.
Chicago. They both
Aaron
had us
Rock in
on
Chicago.
their shows to help
Thank
promote us
you.
and help us out
Thank
as
you
we
so
were
much, Rock in
struggling
Chicago.
to promote.
Jack
from Doc Metal, Jeff, Jeff Teach. And then I want to give a shout out to everybody that donated to our GoFundMe campaign when we were
Boy.
struggling, needing equipment, and really we're looking for some support to be able to keep
Thank you
going.
for the
So
support.
everybody that contributed to sharing or helping to donate, it really meant a lot, because honestly we wouldn't be doing this if people hadn't donate, because the money that was spent to get us up and running again was ridiculous. So it was very amazing to see how many people were.
And with,
yeah,
with doing the show,
I cried a little bit at times.
The
It was
positivity.
It was stressful.
It was.
Let me.
I don't like asking for hand-me-outs.
You
but
worked
I was
so
in desperation.
hard for so long to just support local metal, and all you want to do is support local metal,
Yeah,
and
and
then you
it's-
feel
you
that
guys-
love, and it's just amazing.
I wanna
Fucking
give
amazing.
my quick 2 cents on this year in review. Also, is that okay?
Yeah,
I'm a little drunk, but
Yeah, I've noticed.
so this year, okay, we started out. We were doing our thing, right? We're doing the thing and doing our thing,
do it.
and then we got a show on Tuesday, and we get the word, "Turn me up, turn me up." I'm
Everybody's
number
already
2.
peaking. You're peaking in the program.
Okay,
Calm
okay.
down.
So we get the call. It's a. Let me give you the
wants to be
review.
heard.
It's a Friday.
It's a fucking Friday.
We
got
just
a
got back
show
from vacation.
on Tuesday. We just got back from vacation. We got, hey, the radio station is closing on Monday. What? We have a show on Tuesday and we have guest book for the rest of the year, dude. He's like, well,
I don't know what to tell
whatever.
It is what
You
it
know?
is.
So it's like, well, fuck. Me and Morgan are scrambling. Luckily, just like Randy was saying, taking a break because you get burnt out. We've been doing this for fucking 4 years now. We took a break in October, and it worked to our benefit because we didn't have band schedules. So we're like, okay, well, we'll use that time. It was right around the time we just moved it forward, and we were just going to replace the bands the following month. Oh, my goodness. Getting this motherfucker back up and running. We got a Kickstarter going, you know, and I know how...
Kickstarter.
GoFundMe, and some people hate them.
What is the link?
And, well, you know what? I don't know.
It's taken down.
It's taken down now. It's past the time. But we want to thank everyone that donated to keeping this show alive. I want everyone to know out there, we've been doing the show. We don't make money doing this show. You know how much
There's
money
no money in
you
none of it.
Don't make
You
money
either
being
do
in
it for the
band.
love or you.
You know how much
that's-
money we made doing this? Nothing.
Yeah. You don't.
So
you don't. You don't last 4 years without having love for it.
We've
and
done
I
all
appreciate
this.
you guys. We appreciate you guys.
With
All about
everyone
the
that
love,
donated,
dude.
we
It's
raised
all
enough
about the
money
love.
to buy the equipment we needed to do a DIY show. Unfortunately, right now it's a podcast. We're being rebroadcasted by Morgan.
What do you mean being
By
Fitz
the
Spare
Forge?
Keys in Elmhurst, and the
The
Forge,
Forge. By the Forge.
is replaying our show.
And Fitz's Spare Keys was more than generous to help us out and let us broadcast here.
Place is cool. It's got a great little stage,
Fucking
too.
awesome.
Bowling alley. Come on.
We hope to do shows here in the future.
Yeah. I want to
And
get on that stage.
We're back up and running for the time being. We had a quick help out from Gerard from One Steel Wound. And,
Evolution Music.
Evolution
Check 'em out
Music,
in that
check
Wicker
'em out.
Park.
Damn,
good
they're
guys, good
sexy.
guys to work with. We
Yeah.
want to thank them for also helping us out with the process of getting back up and running. So also with everyone that donated to the GoFundMe, we want to thank you. We were able to buy the equipment we needed to keep doing the show. And like I said, we don't make money doing the show, and now we're doing it locally. We're doing it at a bar that I fucking love. I spend a lot of money at this bar, actually, guys. And we're gonna keep bringing you the local metal, the unsigned bands that are fucking awesome that you can't hear. Hot dang, baby! The unsigned metal bands, punk bands, rock bands that you don't hear on the radio.
It's cool that you're doing that
All
shit,
of
man,
the
because there sure the
bands,
fuck ain't
dude.
nobody
All
else
of
out
them
there
are
doing
fucking
it.
bands, dude.
And it's about the fucking scene. At the end of the
Oh,
day,
yeah.
it's about the scene.
About the
And
metal,
see,
the
and
music,
that's how we feel
man.
about
It's
you
about
guys.
supporting
Yeah.
each other.
You
It's
guys,
about
you guys have
fucking
been on the same page
being
since day one
creative and
that we've
being
been on.
positive
we've
and
always-
just
And there's
working
other-
towards the same goal,
and
dude.
There's other stations that we thought were on the same page as us.
Greg!
It's not the same as
And
the
then-
fucking metal
But
experience.
you guys have always, since day one, been on the same page, same goal, same
ideals,
same
man. Same
exactly.
like-mindedness, man. It's like I would like, we think alike. We're
support.
And
we're
as we've gone
like-minded.
by, we've tried to get other people on board, and
Support.
it's always
Yeah,
since
yeah,
day
yeah,
one.
at
It's
first,
been you
and
guys
then-
been there, and people have fallen off and gotten back on, and fallen off and gotten back on. But it seems like since day one, you guys have always been there, and we appreciate you guys. Anything you guys need that we can ever help with, we're here.
You know that.
Just keep going, you guys.
Because we love you,
guys-
Morgan.
Love you too.
Dude, Randy does it in his sleeve. Love you, Morgan.
Does he mumble that in his
Yeah,
sleeve?
he gets
If
drunk.
that's true, it's really weird.
Like you'll post something. I'll be sitting there. We'll be sitting there getting drunk at his desk, and
Oh,
you'll
God.
post something. I love you, Morgan.
Oh my God.
God damn. Yep.
I love it. Well,
Yeah.
She sure is
the
sexy.
review. Keep on sending us your music. We will try and help promote you the best we can. We will pass out your CDs. Any merch you send us, we will pass that out at the shows that we sponsor. We want to thank the Chicago Metal Alliance for coming out tonight, closing this year out with a bang.
Thank
Thank
you
We want
guys.
to thank
Thank you,
Greg
Greg.
Master.
Yeah, Greg.
Dude,
I
you
don't
guys
think
are
you
amazing.
enough
Greg,
for
the
shit
double
that you do.
dipper.
Amazing.
The Double Dipper, he has been an extreme help to the metal experience, and I bet
Yes.
the CMA also.
I will
And
double
he does
dip you
it-
guys anytime.
He does it for the love. If you've
love.
ever known anyone that does it for the love of the music, it's this fucking guy. Don't turn no rap on, no. He'll fucking gut you.
No.
So we,
and not to self promote, but a little bit to self promote. It's a year in review. I just want to pump a couple of things I'm also doing. I'm also doing the Pinheads of Horror. Check them out. We have a Facebook page right now. We're getting a website going up very soon. The Pinheads of Horror.
Just
we
Pinheads
talk about
of Horror, not
Pinheads
the
of Horror. I'm sorry.
Pinheads.
I'm a little drunk.
And Pinheads is one
Horror.
word.
Pinheads is one word. It's a podcast about our fucking favorite fucking horror flicks. If you like horror flicks, I don't know about you, but I fucking love horror flicks. I love metal. I fucking love. Oh,
Dude, I love horror and I love metal and all of the
it's
above.
hand in hand, brother.
I
and
love
sisters.
horrors too.
So check
you
us out.
love horrors, Greg.
Pinheads of Horror. Right now, we're currently on Facebook. It's a podcast about all metal and also horror movies, mainly horror movies. A little metal, we dip in that a little bit. And also, not to tote my own boat, but we're going to go around. We're going to
Tote your own boat?
I also joined
Toot
the
your
band
own horn?
You heard me. Whatever, I'm drunk as
What
shit.
a loser.
Check out the forms they take. We're doing stuff. It's a band I'm in. I do vocals, trying to kick as much ass as possible.
I got a
and
show coming up.
totes his
I got
own
a-
boat.
I tote my own dick, and we got a show coming up. Morgan,
January 9th
January
at
9th,
Penny Road Pub.
Penny Road Pub.
You're playing with Air Raid.
Boom.
And I'm pretty sure you play at 10 o'clock.
I don't know what time.
And it's 21 and up, and that's in Barrington, thanks to Midwest Music Support, Tony Fackley. And then you
Thank
got
you,
another one
Tony.
March 5th.
Do it.
And
for
hopefully,
Tony.
on the new CMA show. But let's go around. Let's go around the board and let's fucking all the shows coming up for 2016. What do we got going on, CMA and Hot Dang? What do we got going on?
Legions of Ra, man, and
Yeah.
fucking Metro.
And the metal and the Metal Fest. That's May 21st.
The calendar. You can always find us at the exit every Sunday, drinking.
Find us. Go to a
listening
show.
metal.
You'll see. You can't miss me.
Yeah, that's what this year is going to be about. Going to shows, support the local, support the local.
Honestly, it's not about the Chicago Metal Alliance. It's not about the fucking the metal experience. It's not about like anything else. It's about
it is.
supporting your local metal band, the band that you love to support, the band that you feel that love for. It's about just.
You're getting me hard over here, Holly. Calm down.
I mean, really, it's just about like.
That's my new ringtone.
The thing that
Oh
you
my God.
feel for, and just find it and just go to that show. Go to that show that drives
Support the local.
you. You know, support the local and feel that local metal.
Feel it!
Oh, we need to overdub some church music up in this shit.
Amen, bitches.
So
Amen.
the Hot Dang show's coming up, Holly.
Well, I told you already.
Well, I want to hear them again.
You want to hear it again?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, we're doing Legions of Rob January 23rd at the Bee Kitchen, and then we are also doing that first February show at the Metro, and we'll be there. And then we're also doing Springfest with Tony Fackley.
What?
Midwest Metal.
Music Support, right?
Mhm. Midwest Music Support.
And
They're
the
going to be awesome, dude.
And the
It's gonna be
calendar.
awesome.
Calendar.
Well,
January
the calendar
3rd.
is January 3rd, dude. Everybody needs to be there at the exit January 3rd. Like, that's
Yes.
Will any of the models be there?
all of the
so far, I
models will
think
be
we've
there.
got 2 confirmed. We're trying to get the rest.
What about Morgan? Will she be
Morgan will
Morgan,
be there.
Will you be there?
I'm
What about-
hoping.
what
I will
about that
rape
babe?
her so she can be there.
What about that babe from overseas?
I will take her and drag her into my basement so
Oh,
she will be
geez.
there.
You don't have a basement.
What?
Dude, you know what? I
Maybe
will
I don't
find
know.
a basement.
Maybe I don't know that you
I
don't
will
have a
find a
basement.
basement and
Oh,
drag you
jeez.
into my basement.
Wow, Holly's creepy and hitting on me right
What is
now.
going on?
I don't know whether to go with it or to just be like, whoa, Holly, back off the one.
Holly's going to need a ride home.
Listen,
Yeah, Holly needs a ride home.
I approve of all of it.
I mean, honestly, Morgan, you're beautiful and your shoot was amazing, and I cannot wait to see the printed calendar.
Yes.
Mm.
It's gonna
Yes.
look
It's gonna
awesome.
be fucking amazing.
And I need to thank you for doing the calendar, too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Both of
I
you
mean,
guys.
every single model that has done the calendar, we need to thank because they did an absolutely amazing job. Every single picture is incredible and sexy and beautiful and fucking metal.
Metal
I am
babs.
so proud.
Yeah, because when I know
to be a
when
part of
we were
this.
planning on doing it, I kind of had a picture like you and
So
Luco
proud.
in like a wrestling ring, and you like standing over him.
Oh God.
That was the concept I had the whole time.
Oh God.
I would have been totally down for that.
Like your whole Morgan would have been Hulk Hogan, and you'd have been Randy Savage. Dude, holy shit!
I'm the Ultimate Warrior,
The
man.
Ultimate Warrior.
Don't do it. It's a trick.
But that was the concept I had in my head. Dude, that was the best WrestleMania ever. I'm stealing that shirt.
So for the last song of tonight, I do have another track. Thanks to Tony Fackley for sending this over. It's called "Fear" by Dark Entropy. They are playing once again January 16th at Penny Road Pub on the Winter Core Show. It's $7 to get in. They're playing with F and Epic, Alethea, and Erase the
Epic.
Skyline. So it's going to be awesome. There's a lot of shows coming up for
Amazing.
2016 to attend. I've already bought Flesh God Apocalypse tickets from John of Beyond Death to play Reggie's on February 15th because that is the show I'm going to celebrate my birthday at.
Hell
What is it?
yeah.
It's February 15th.
It's
February
beyond.
motherfucking
Excuse
15th.
me. It's
beyond-
beyond death.
The F.
The F.
Well, we won't pronounce it like a retard, but it is Beyond Death. And January 9th, Luco's got a show. We know for sure right now we're going to be January 20th at The Wire supporting our friends in Pterodactyl
yeah,
King.
dude.
They are
That's in Berwyn,
playing-
right? That's
It
in Berwyn.
is. Hold on, let me see if this is up on
Berwyn on
Facebook
Roosevelt.
right now.
Berwyn on Roosevelt.
Yeah.
and
Dude, you're going to
Hawaii.
love that stage. You're going to love
good
that stage.
stage.
Yeah,
Where?
our friends in Pterodactyl King
Where?
just announced that they are playing at The Wire in Berwyn, January 20th. With a band signed to Rise Records. So let me just pull this up real quickly.
Well, before she does that, I want to thank you guys for coming out.
Oh my God, dude!
I
Thank
know
you
it,
for
I know
having
it's a work
us.
night and everything.
Thank you for
I'm on
having
vacation.
us.
I want to thank
I found it.
Rob, Randy, who is MIA right
Happy
this moment,
fucking New
He
Year!
went to-
Holly from the CMA and Hot Dang,
Hot diggity
Dude.
dang.
Greg Master, who's
Fucking hot dang!
double dipping from the CMA,
Double dipping your
and
motherfucking mom's ass.
the Metal Experience. I want to thank all of you guys for coming out. Oh,
Okay.
Awesome.
I've got it.
Oh,
Thank
you're
you
awesome.
so much.
So
You're so fucking
January
awesome.
20th, Pterodactyl King is playing with False Humans, Dayville, Like Monroe, and the headlining band is Exotype. And then the next night, we are heading up to Wisconsin. We're seeing the Bloodline play with Trivium, and that is going to be at Sturgis. Is that what it was called?
Sturgis?
I don't know, some weird venue in Wisconsin we haven't been to yet. Let me see. Oh, the Outhouse. I'm sorry, Route 20
Motherfucking
Outhouse.
Okay.
So
It
that's
smells like
that's
poop.
going to be happening.
Tiny little
Smells
stage.
like your mom.
Yeah, and
Perfect.
Conniption is playing too, which
Like
is
an
awesome because
outhouse.
Conniption has sent us 2 CDs in the mail with some awesome letters.
They have.
So I'm pretty stoked to see them too. So we've got some shows lined up already for the first couple of months of 2016. Very excited for that. So definitely keep your eyes peeled on the Metal Experience website and Facebook
So,
for our
check out
updates.
the
Until
Metal
the new
Experience.
year,
Until the new year.
what do we have? What's our next show?
Next week, the first week of January, we
Date?
have. It's January 5th.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. January 6th is going to be. Nope, that's next year.
Come on!
I'm looking at a calendar. No, it's January 5th. It's January 5th. I was right the first time. Machina is joining us once
Machina,
again to
our
promote
boys,
their
Machina.
brand new album that they just released. So January 3rd, we will see you at the Exit this Sunday at the Calendar Release Show. And
33
January 23rd,
down.
come out to the Beat Kitchen.
Legions of Rome!
All right, here is Fear by Dark Entropy. Good night. Happy 2016.
Fuck faces!
Happy New
And
Year.
thank you for 2015.
New Year, bitches!
Your